This is going to be recorded. Please make sure you're on mute. I'll go over some housekeeping items here real quick while she's hitting record. Oh, hi, everyone. Please make sure you're on mute. Speaker view is the best way to experience this virtual event. So if you're not on speaker view already, please make sure you do so now. And with that, we're going to get started. So I'm Jennifer Sugarman. I'm President and CEO of the Cocoa Beach Regional Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, this is a recorded event today. It will be emailed out to all 3,000 of our email addresses and shared on the Chamber's social media sites. So thank you very much for being here. Around the Space Coast in 60 Minutes was birthed out of our board of directors and figuring out how we pivot during a time of COVID-19 to make sure that we are providing our members with the very best value for your partnership, and also making sure our community understands the importance of supporting our local business community. So with that, we've had a few different installments. We started with tourism. Last month, we had our Shop Local edition, both of which are up on YouTube now for you to view. And this is, of course, our health and wellness edition. So we're super excited because health and wellness, of course, has been on the forefront of our minds all year long, thanks to a global pandemic. So with that, I want to just thank FPL very much for their series sponsorship of this. We're going to be providing this all throughout 2021, thanks to FPL. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as I introduce Bart Getchins, who is with FPL, and he is such a wonderful supporter of our community, and I really appreciate everything that he has done. I'm going to ask him to unmute and just say a couple of words, and I'll set up your video.
All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. And as you can see, I'm getting a little festive. I grew a beard because I'm going to be going snow skiing in Steamboat Springs starting Christmas. So I need to protect this baby face. But people have already come up to me and said, hey, I want for Christmas, and are you going to be doing the Hemingway contest down in Key West, things like that. So this won't last long, but I thought it was pretty festive. Anyway, before we begin, I wanted to talk a little bit about heating, because you know that this time of year, we often get high bill inquiries about why did my bill go up so much? And just to give an example, in the summertime, when it's 90 degrees out and you cool your house to 78, my FSU math tells me that's a difference of 12 degrees. But in the winter time, when it's 68 out and suddenly it gets to freezing and it's 32, my FSU math tells me that's 36 degrees, which if I ciphered it up right, that's almost 3 times the amount of energy being used to bring you to a comfort level. So please keep that in mind. Hopefully, when you think about FPL, you think about reliability, cleanliness, and affordability. And since I'm dressed as Santa today, I want to tell you very quickly, to help businesses achieve their energy efficiency and saving goals in 2021, FPL is giving away 50 $300 ecobee business energy packages, including brand's latest thermostat and smart sensor, the perfect bundle to help business resolutions become reality. You can sign up and enter by going to www.fplnewyearscheer.com. A total of 50 prizes will be given away throughout the campaign. Participants must enter by Thursday, December 24th, and winners will be contacted by Wednesday, December 30th by email.
Awesome.
Let's go ahead and roll the tape, please, Jennifer.
You got it.
There is always a better way, and we will always chase after it. We're building a cleaner energy future with millions of solar panels generating clean energy from our Florida sun. We have the world's largest battery storage facility. Soon, solar energy will never sleep. We've made the grid smarter and stronger, putting more of our neighborhood lines underground. And we're finding new ways to locate damage even while we're still experiencing the storm's effects. Because we see restoration happening faster and sooner. We're investing in energy that's not just the most reliable or the cleanest, but also the most affordable, with bills among the lowest in the nation. Because as we see it, the horizon is always moving, and to chase it is to deliver America's best energy value for you and for Florida.
All right, to summarize, I just want to say thank you to Jen and her fantastic staff for your leadership through this year. It's been a tough year, but you've made it that much better. I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas happy holidays, and please, Lord, give us a better next year. So thank you all, and God bless you.
Amen to that. I appreciate you, Bart, and thank you to FPL for sponsoring. And with that, we also have an addition sponsor for health and wellness. And so I'm going to turn it over to Amy Stone, who is with Sidecar Health. And before I do that, there we go. Okay. So before I do that, these are our segment sponsors for today. We have Island Direct Primary Care, Coach Jaya for Health, CNSKI Sun Care and CNSKI Sanitizer, West Cocoa Pharmacy and Compounding, Hot Yoga on the Island, and St. Francis Reflections Life Stage Care. Per usual for this event, if you've joined us before, it's a little bit of a mix of in-person communication as well as videos, and we encourage you to put all of your information in the chat, especially if you're a winner of one of our giveaways, which will be available as of tomorrow here at the Chamber office in Merritt Island. So if you win, congratulations. Make sure you come and pick it up from the Chamber before the holidays. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Amy Stone with Sidecar Health. And again, please make sure you are in speaker view. It's the best way to view this event.
Awesome. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us this morning, and welcome on behalf of the Chamber Board. And I am so excited to be here with you this morning to share Sidecar Health with all of you. Sidecar Health is a brand new health insurance option that is available for consumers in the market. And I have the pleasure of bringing this product to market and overseeing all of its sales and promotions in the southeast of the country while living here in the backyard in Brevard County in my favorite place and still being here with all of you. So with that, I'm going to play a little video that just gives you a quick overview of what Sidecar Health is, how we're different in our approach to market.
Hey, Amy, I don't know if sound matters, but if you need us to hear sound, then you have to share your screen and check the two boxes at the bottom that says optimize for video. I've learned this the hard way several times. That's how I made it.
Hold on. Thank you, Jen.
So if you stop sharing your screen and then share it again and check those two boxes at the bottom, then you're going to be letting us listen to your audio.
Okay, let's see. Share screen here. And then what am I checking?
There's two little boxes on the bottom that say optimize for video and volume.
There we go.
I'm now an expert and I am for hire for all of your side projects with Zoom.
I love it. All right, let's try this again.
Good.
All right, hold on 1 second because I don't think that's the one I want. We skipped ahead.
That's okay.
So 1 second. Sorry. Here we go.
Yay.
We will share this one.
We created Sidecar Health because we knew insurance could be better. We saw that a lot of the time, insurance was unaffordable. So we came up with personalized plans that people can afford. We saw there was a lack of transparency around costs. So we made it easy to see exactly what your plan will cover before you see the doctor. And we also saw that people were stuck seeing only certain doctors or faced with paying out-of-network fees. So we made plans that work with any doctor you want. Members pay their doctor at the time of service using their Sidecar Health payment card. So with Sidecar Health, you're in the driver's seat, and that's the way insurance should be.
All right, there we go. So that's just a really quick overview of Sidecar Health and how our plans are different, our approach to market. And if you have any interest in learning more, please feel free to send me an email. I'll drop it into the chat and I'll be happy to share some more information with you. But thank you guys for joining us and thanks for being part of Around the Space Coast in 60 minutes.
Yay, 60-ish minutes. That's our go-to joke because we have so much good information and everyone's so passionate and I love that. So it could go over a little bit. But anyways, thank you to Bart. Thank you to Amy. I appreciate both of your sponsorships. That's how we're able to do events like this virtually. So thank you very much. As we move closer to the holiday break and begin to think about a new healthy year, hopefully, ahead of us, we have several local businesses here in Brevard, and we're going to hear from them today. We will hear from our segment sponsors, like I mentioned, Island Direct Primary Care, Coach JF for Health, Sea and Ski, Sun Sanitizer, and Sea and Ski, say this 3 times fast, Sun Care and Sanitizer, Hot Yoga on the Island, West Cocoa Pharmacy and Compounding, and St. Francis Reflections Life Stage Care. I'd also like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies today. If you haven't seen him before on this event, he is awesome. He is one of our great board members. His name is Rob Himmler. He's the Airport Communications Coordinator for the Orlando Melbourne International Airport, and a great board member, like I said, and he's joining us from his vacation in New York, where he tells us that it's snowing. So better you than us down here in Florida. With that, I'm going to introduce Rob Himmler. Take it away.
Thanks, Jen, and welcome everyone. Jen clearly has not been able to get rid of me yet for these events, but I am honored to be a part of them. And we have an awesome lineup today. Great giveaways, so stay with us because you have to be present to win. And yeah, if you have any questions throughout, this is, make it a discussion. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and we will try our best to get to them before we move on to the next segment. But as Jen said, the way of life has changed. The way we do business has changed with the global pandemic we're all experiencing and going through. But one great part about our community is, we do a great job taking care of each other. And with all the businesses you're going to see today, there's so many opportunities to take care of yourself, take care of each other with their services. And with the holiday season approaching, we all want to be with family during this time, and health and the safety of everyone is more important than ever, so that we can make sure that we can spend time together. But with that being said, sit back, relax. Like Jen said, 60 plus minutes around the Space Coast. We'll see how we can do with the great segments today, but let's get right into it with our first highlighted segment sponsor, who is Island Direct Primary Care. They're located on Merritt Island, and they are there to take care of all of your health and wellness needs as we head into 2021. So who are they? They take an innovative approach to healthcare, unlike your traditional primary care practices, who usually have over 2,500 patients. They normally cap their memberships between 600 and 700 patients. And that being said, as a result of that, they spend between 30 to 60 minutes with their members compared to your typical primary care providers, which usually spend 7 to 13 minutes per patient. So they really care about their patients. They really take the time to spend with each and every one of them. And today we have John Rothwell from Island Direct Primary Care. So please, John, where are you? Over to you, and make sure to use speaker view so that you can see John.
Hey, thanks, Rob. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And appreciate the introduction. And yeah, Island Direct Primary Care, we believe everybody deserves to be heard, and so that's kind of why we came up with this innovative model that's it's nationwide. There's about 1,200 of us across the U.S. practicing the direct primary care model. So, but for today, it's really about you guys in health and wellness as we come to the end of 2020 and we start to focus on going into year 2021. I've been doing a little bit myself because I'm nervous. I don't know a lot of you guys, so I'm doing my deep breathing exercises in my head. And hopefully I don't pass out by holding my breath. So just bear with me. So what are we doing in our own practice for our patients as we continue this pandemic that's been going on for, we're in month 12. And so most recently, we've just really been focusing on stress management and stress reduction without medication, right? Because medication just takes care of symptoms, and we want to really kind of get to the root cause of things in our practice. So we've been sharing some easy stress reduction tips, such as diaphragmatic breathing, right? So this is 4-2-6 breathing or 4-7-8 breathing. I know when I practice yoga at hot yoga, we do a little bit longer than the 4-2-6 breathing, but that's, belly breathing for 4 seconds. That's inhaling for 4 seconds and then holding it for 2 and then exhaling for 6. Those kind of things really repetitively kind of slows the heart rate down, helps get rid of those anxieties, helps reduce some of that stress. And so we have a lot of our patients, whether when they come into the office for a meeting, an appointment, or we do it over the telephone in a virtual health visit, we work with them on their breathing to help manage some of that stress. We also focus a lot on prayer and meditation. Everybody has different beliefs, but we find that prayer and meditation actually plays a significant role in reducing stress, whether that's anxieties or depressions. I mean, with the current pandemic, there's so much uncertainty right now. And we're on Zoom. I don't know how many of you guys were on social media already today, but social media and the content that's being communicated out there that's not valid and reliable can cause a lot of people to have unconscious stress and unconscious anxieties that we don't even quite know why we're having those. So we focus a lot on just kind of finding out what's real out there. So prayer and meditation is one of those things that kind of helps us kind of get out of the world space and kind of gets into our inner space. We focus a lot on hydration. A lot of people don't realize that when you get anxious and your respiration rate increases, you actually lose water, you lose fluids. And staying hydrated is a big part of your everyday wellness. And so you say, well, how much water do I need to drink? And so a good rule of thumb is to take your weight, divide it in half times ounces. So if you weigh 200 pounds, half of that is 100 pounds. So 100 ounces a day would be a guy like me, maybe Bart, since he's a Santa, so we can give him, that much fluids there. And so you want good hydration, and good hydration also flushes out cortisol, and cortisol actually increases stress. So when your body has that fight, flight, or hide response, you really want to make sure that you're flushing through those cortisol levels and get rid of those toxins, and that will help reduce those stress. And then increasing movement. I don't know about you guys, I get sick and tired. Well, I was sick and tired of going to the doctors here. You need to diet and you need to exercise more, right? Well, we know that. They've been telling us that since elementary school. At our practice, we don't talk about those kinds of, like, how are you nourishing your body? Let's write things down. Let's really talk about how you're fueling your body, and then increasing movement. And so increasing movement actually has quite a bit of stress reduction abilities. And this doesn't mean for you CrossFitters to go out there and start competing, right? Because sometimes too much movement can actually increase stress. So we're really just talking about mild and moderate exercise. Does coffee count as water? Interesting. So, it's interesting. So caffeine is an issue when it comes to stress reduction. However, coffee actually has quite a bit of benefits. It actually has quite a bit of benefits when it comes to hormones. And when you're dealing with coffee and hormone levels, if you have a good balance, and again, you work with your practitioners on this, if you have a good balance of hormones, then oftentimes you have a good balance of anxieties and depressions. So no, but great question. So, and what else? So in our practice, we talk a lot about what we call our 5 pillars of wellness. So that's physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual health. And so we believe that all 5 of these actually play a significant role in maintaining health and wellness. And so our approach to that is lifestyle change is always first. Food's the best medicine. Do you have the right vitamins and minerals? And then is pharmacology the right modality for you? And so there's a lot to consider there. And so how we can consider all these things is we see one patient an hour. And I like how Rob said on the introduction, the industry says 600 to 700. We've actually capped our practice off at 500. And because we want to spend an hour with our patients. And I think during that hour gives us a lot of time for you to be heard and for you to ask that one last question. And so, yes, we are currently accepting new patients in our practice. Thank you, Amy. We don't accept health insurance, and that's what's interesting to note about direct primary care. We're a membership-based practice. And now beer is interesting. Thanks, Bart. Does beer count as water? And while beer may be made with water, there's certain things in there that may be considered preservatives and aren't natural, and they can cause an inflammatory response, which is why you often feel bloated after having one too many of those. So, but like moderation's good. So anyhow, we're all getting cheeky this year with this. I love it. So as we now enter the next phase of the pandemic, and I'll cut this just short, the big topic of discussion is vaccines, right? And you're going to hear a lot of things on social media. Let me encourage you to go to your practitioners. Most of your practitioners, whether it's a nurse practitioner who's master's prepared or doctorately prepared, I'm a doctor of nursing practice. My specialty is family medicine. My background's emergency medicine and urgent care. I know Dr. Jaya, she's a physician. Use us as your resource to find out what's valid and reliable so that we can protect ourselves, we can protect our community, our families. And so getting last here. So I have heard vitamin D is great defense against COVID-19. So what do we do in our practice? Interesting. So I have a COVID-19 patient today tested positive. I've had a few, only one hospitalized. We do a couple things for our immunity system. So we encourage vitamin D. We do, you need to get with your practitioner and they need to know what your vitamin D levels are. But most of my patients are 10,000 international units, which is about 250 micrograms of vitamin D. My patients take high levels of vitamin C. So basically, they take a little bit of vitamin C, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe even at bedtime. My patients are all on zinc. So vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, and omega-3. And then naturally, I kind of give them the food sources that actually provide these nutrients and these minerals and vitamins, because we want to make sure that we're actually taking most of this stuff through natural ways versus taking them through supplementation, because supplementation is a big money industry, just like pharmacology. So don't let anybody fool you there. Our bodies actually have a great way, if we put them in balance, to actually take good whole foods, break them down, and utilize the nutrients that are provided in those foods for the things that we need to have a good, healthy life. That's all I got, Jen. So if anyone's have any more questions.
You rock. I love it. I'm such a nutrition nerd. So this is great. I appreciate it. Rob, we have a giveaway from Dr. John. He's so generous.
We do. And that is a $50 Visa gift card. And I have, throughout the giveaways, Jen probably thinks I'm crazy, but I have a whole method to my madness. Random number and letter generators that gets one of our attendees, because we want our attendees that are here to walk away with some good stuff. So I already drew the name, and the winner is Skylar. Skylar, are you still here?
I am.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well,
I have a question.
She can't be the winner.
His daughter.
That's my daughter.
That's how you know that we don't cheat.
I'll take it.
She works, but she works for J.Media, and I didn't even know she was going to be on here today. However, she messaged me and she's like,
plenty of $50 gift cards from Dad, so we got to pick someone else.
All right.
How funny. I didn't know that. That's so cool.
All right. So that sort of something similar happened last time, but they worked together, and the person, so this is totally, that shows you that it's random. But my new winner, I guess, is Sherry. Sherry?
Sherry Tabbitt.
Yes.
Oh, hey, thank you.
You're welcome. It'll be at the chamber office. John will come get it from you, or we can arrange it. It'll be probably tomorrow. So Sherry, congratulations. Appreciate it.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And thank you, John. That was absolutely awesome. I think your physical health and your mental health are just both so important. I love me a good meditation. So I love that you put that in there, and thanks for all the great things you shared with us today.
Thanks, Rob. And real quick, much respect to the rest of the speakers. I have some patients that came up today, so I'm gonna have to cut it short, but thank you guys very much and have a blessed day.
Thanks, John.
Awesome. Thank you. We'll just have to ask Skylar any questions if we have them. All right, so we're going to keep moving on to our second highlighted business for today, which is Coach Jaya for Health. Dr. Jaya Prakash is a retired MD from India, and as a CEO, Jen, I learned that Jen calls her the human Xanax for all things pandemic, which, gosh, Jaya, I wish I knew that before today. Me. Jaya is a certified health coach and the author of Diabetes, What's the Deal? So let's take a quick look at this video before we head on over to Coach Jaya.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jaya Prakash, or Coach Jaya of Coach Jaya for Health. Welcome to this edition of Around the Space Coast Health and Wellness Edition. I wanted to share with you how to navigate holidays very safely, even if you have diabetes. So let me share my screen. And I want to walk you through how to navigate holidays very successfully. Even don't let diabetes stop you from enjoying life. As you know, diabetes is a major problem in United States. As you can see, 34 million people have diabetes and 88 million have prediabetes and incalculable medical costs. And as you can see, our trends are they're going higher and higher. Between 22% to 28% over the age of 45 have got diagnosed diabetes. So that's definitely troublesome. This is where my story comes in. As you can see, I was 100 pounds, over 100 pounds overweight, had diabetes with nerve pain, hypothyroidism, asthma, all of those things. Using the program that I coach in, have lost 85 pounds, kept it off for over 5 years, reversed all these issues, and have abundant energy enough to run a Disney 10K with my daughter. Why is that? Well, that's how Coach Jaya for Health was born. I offer coaching, personalized, which is the most important. We offer a supportive community. We give you education and access to lifelong transformation. We work on your mindset together. And we have support through the transition. And we offer complete nutrition with vitamins, minerals, probiotics, everything, and most balanced meals you can ever find anywhere. And we teach you how to make your own meals or even order out at restaurants. And we have special programs for nursing moms, teenagers, seniors, and diabetics as well. And they're all validated through Johns Hopkins Weight Management Institute. And over again, they've been proven through NIH studies. So it's rock solid science. Why do we care? Especially during holidays, diabetics are 3 times more likely to land up in ER. And if they are in the ER, they're 5 times more likely to be admitted and half of them in ICU. We want our loved ones with us, right? So we must learn how to navigate holidays safely. Well, keep your routine, eat your small healthy meals throughout the day, and talk to me if you want to know how. Sample less calorie dense foods first and then the others, and seek out opportunities to exercise 30 minutes, even if it's a small one. Drink water to quench the thirst and not alcohol, so you can actually avoid those empty calories. Savor the alcohol and not just drink water. And you will see a lot of great tips as well as recipes and great inspiration and information in Diabetes, What's the Big Deal in plain English, written by me. And as you know, I'm continuing to raise money for the Children's Hunger Project. Every paperback sold, $5 gets donated to the Children's Hunger Project. So if you need help in navigating holidays or help your loved ones navigate holidays safely with diabetes, contact me, Dr. Jaya Prakash. So you can defeat diabetes differently. You can email me, you can book an appointment through Facebook, and of course, you can support my charitable efforts through buying the book as well through Amazon. And you will find my contact information through Cocoa Beach Chamber as well. I thank Cocoa Beach Chamber for giving me this opportunity to share with you what I do for health and wellness. After all, have happy, healthy holidays. That's our aim. Thank you.
That was awesome. Now over to you, Dr. Jayad. Is there anything you want to add? You're muted.
Gotta unmute.
Yes, I just wanted to tag on to what Dr. John was saying earlier, because if, just so you know, my background, why Jen talks about pandemics and is because my background is when I practiced in India, I was infectious diseases specialist, and my super specialty was pandemics and large-scale epidemics. And I've continued consulting on pandemics in US until last few years. Now I do focus on health and wellness because throughout my medical career, my professorial career, one thing that I've realized is if the patient does not have a good health, basic health, they're not able to fight off these infections, whether they're routine ones or they're pandemic ones, it doesn't matter. So that's why keeping long-term health is so, so important. And as we know, diabetes affects this viral infections, all viral infections very adversely, because diabetes takes a toll on your energy metabolism in the body, and mounting an immune response requires a lot of energy. And if you can't do it, if you cannot ramp up the energy that you need for your immune system, you can't really do much. And that's what happens in diabetes. Plus, we also have an underlying inflammation that goes on in diabetes. So that's what is important. Again, like Dr. John was saying, what I do as a health coach with you is help you implement all those great lifestyle changes that you need to implement so that you can decrease your inflammation, you can decrease your stress, you can get all that energy. It is hard to do on your own, even though you have great information from your providers, and which are very important. I work with your doctor to make you successful. And how can I say that for sure? You see over my shoulder at the back, that was me. And all those medications and supplements that you see, that used to be me. And now it's zero, but it's not just me. I mean, I've coached more than 100 clients successfully with that. So understand this, that you can do a lot for your own health. So take charge of your health, and I'm right there in the corner with you. So go for it. This is Dr. Jaya Prakash. I'll drop contact information in the chat as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your expertise and your advice. That's absolutely awesome. And you do have a giveaway for us, which is a copy of your book, Diabetes, What's the Big Deal? And I did draw a random attendee, and the winner is Elisa Falcon.
Yay!
Thank you.
Welcome. Congratulations. All righty. We're doing pretty good. So we're going to keep on moving along to our next in our third segment sponsor with Sea and Ski Sun Care and Sea and Ski Sanitizer. That's a mouthful, but pretty awesome. Living in the Sunshine State, one thing we all tend to take for granted is healthy skin. It's important that we all pay special attention to skin health and wellness, an environment where all of us are exposed to constant sunny skies. And obviously we love the sunny skies, but our health is just as important. A unique company right here in Brevard that manufactures their products on the Space Coast. This innovative company has pivoted its efforts during the COVID-19 pandemic to manufacture the ever elusive hand sanitizer as well. Before we go over to them, let's take a look at this video.
Here it comes.
Hey everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. My name is Jim Mercer. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Cross Brands Contract Filling here in Rockledge, Florida. I'd like to introduce myself along with the company. Cross Brands is a manufacturing facility that produces cosmetics, skincare, and FDA-regulated products, not only for the company itself, but for many other brands throughout the country and the world, actually. You know, our mission statement here is building a great company from within with incredible people, quality products, innovative brands, all in a safe, positive, and healthy work environment. We really pride ourselves, and our core focus is creating safe skincare solutions for all. Cross Brands Contract Filling acquired the Sea and Ski brand, an iconic sun care brand that was started in the late 1950s. We acquired this brand in May of 2016 and have been producing a line of sunscreens that we are currently selling to Walmart here in the state of Florida and an additional 1,000 Walmart stores. We service these stores with our direct store delivery program out there with 5 individual van controllers that basically service all the Walmart stores in the state of Florida. I think we'd all agree that this year 2020 has been challenging around the globe. Cross Brands as a company certainly has been very active with regards to the COVID-19. We have had some challenging times, but have been very fortunate that we remain in business and everybody has stayed healthy through this process. Had a very interesting pivot in our company with regards to making and producing hand sanitizer, which we had not done in the past prior to COVID-19. We had a call from a colleague of mine from 30 years ago who helped Disney properties out with the Zika virus a couple years back, and he's an EPA-regulated facility, and we are an FDA-regulated facility, and he asked if we could speak to Disney about helping them out with the demand of sanitizer at the time, and this was in March. We proceeded to speak to Disney about their requirements, and since that point we have been producing sanitizer for Disney and many other proud trading partners like the University of Southern California. We're doing it for municipalities and colleges and universities and frontline supporters, firemen, chief of police throughout the state of Florida and around the country. Brands Contract Filling is currently operating out of approximately a 15,000 square foot manufacturing facility in Rockledge. We are transitioning to a new facility in West Melbourne at 4401 Fortune Place, and this facility was formerly a Lockheed Martin facility that we purchased in October, and we will be moving as we speak and should be fully integrated into that facility by the end of February of 2021. Everyone here at Cross Brands and Sea and Ski is extremely excited about the upcoming 2021 season and year. We've got an awful lot of unbelievable things happening with the company with regards to us moving into our new facility, the line extensions of the Sea and Ski brand, moving not only with sun care but also with hand sanitizer. We're also seriously looking at a line of products for hospitals and frontline providers. It's exciting here. Everybody's pumped up about an upcoming year. Please check out our websites, cross-brands.com and CSEA, the letter N, and then SKI.com. I want to thank you guys for allowing us to be involved in this program, and we wish you all the best. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everyone. Thank you.
that was awesome, and you know how incredible what the response to the pandemic, and how cool and proud that it's right here in our backyards, right on the Space Coast. So, but let's go over to them because it looks like they have cool things to show us. So, Jim,
Make sure you're in speaker view for a tour.
Yep.
No, we're good. We're good. Okay. First of all, we can't thank you guys enough, Jen, you and your team. It takes a team to do this. We got part of our team here, and I'd like to share with you Jessica, who was the point person in getting us involved with this program. We got Lindsay, who's just graphic artist, Richard, our IT guy, did and Kelly, who's the captain of our van program here that services all the Walmarts in the state of Florida with our sun care and sanitizer products. But again, we can't thank you enough, and we wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless you and all your families. I'd like to have Kelly talk a little bit about the Walmart program.
Thank you, Jim.
Just stand up there and.
Hi, everyone. So I service almost 300 Walmarts in the state of Florida. So we have a van service that we bring product in. So I'm going to share with you, this is our trial size that you can put in your bag or in your purse or in your pocket or whatever. Then we have our burn ice. You get sunburn or any type of bug bites that do wonders. You put it in the refrigerator, make it nice and cool. And then we have our aloe. So that's these. And then of course we have the 15 SPF general protection. We have our 30, and now I'm dropping it everywhere. And then we have our 70 GP and our kids. And we have our Sport 50, as well as the a 3.4 ounce tube, and along with the 8 ounce tubes that we service and sell into all the Walmarts and independent locations. But thank you, and you have a nice day.
Jess.
Hey guys, for anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Jessica Slater. Very proud to have joined the CNC team about 6 months ago. Sanitizer, right? It's not. I didn't know that, but thank you, Jen. But I'm very, very proud to be a member of this team. It's worked very hard to bring everybody different products to meet different needs. So we have all kinds of stuff here. So we have a gallon jug, which is great for businesses. So you can refill smaller bottles, like our 8 ounce. The 16 ounce is great for the countertop in a reception area, spa room, yoga. And then I love the spray. This is by far my favorite product. It's so fast drying. Spray it on your hands, give it a little wave, you're good to go, nice and clean. And then everybody can use a 2.5 ounce, 2.4 ounce. Clip it to your purse, clip it to your backpack, kids going to school, anybody who is going to school. I clip it on my belt loop a lot if I'm not carrying a purse. So super convenient. We also have dispensers. We can get into that if you're interested. And we have desktop, we have wall mount, we have stand-up dispensers. So anybody interested in that, let us know. And then for our giveaway, I'm going to kind of cut Rob off a little bit because whoever gets that gets a wide variety of all this. It's actually over a $300 value, our family survival kit for the holidays. So a little something for everybody. So thank you guys for having us, and we really appreciate y'all.
That's our mark.
I have a question. It's Rob here. Are all of your items for businesses, like your dispensers, are those all in stock? I know a few months ago it was hard to find some of those things being backlogged. Are all your items in stock?
Rob, I can speak to that. Yes. Initially, a lot of these componentries were very difficult to get a hold of, but that has been taken care of. So we do have, to answer your question, we do have in stock all of our products. I can't stress enough about the importance of quality when it comes to the FDA. These products are FDA monitored products, and you will see a whole host of different products out there, some not so good. Our recommendation is to stay away from anything that smells like corn. There's some really horrible products that put out there. There's about 200 brands that came out from Mexico that were actually had methanol in the product. That's on the FDA list. So this is not a gimmick. This is important chemistry that is used both on the sun care, but importantly with the pandemic, as far as our sanitizers are concerned. Highest of quality.
Good
Awesome.
information.
Thank you. Well, that was fantastic. Great information. And again, so proud and so cool that it's done right. You're our neighbor. You're all of our neighbors. So thank you for all you do and keeping us safe. And you're definitely added to my shopping list next time I'm in Walmart. So, but we do have an awesome gift basket that our friends at C&Ski have provided with an assortment of their products. And I did draw the winner. And the winner is Amanda Nygaard. Nygaard, I believe I said that right. Congratulations, Amanda. Are you with us?
I see her picture there. I'll get the basket to her. She lives close to me, so that's not a problem.
Well, there we go. Awesome. Well, thanks again to our friends at C&Ski. And we're going to keep moving along to our next segment sponsor, which is Hot Yoga on the Island. As they say, whether your goals are flexibility, strengthening, weight loss, or injury recovery, which I could probably use all, come sweat with them and see how you look and feel. Here with us today is Suzanne and Sharon, but let's take a look at their video first.
Hi guys, welcome to Hot Yoga on the Island. My name is Sharon. I'm the manager here at the studio and also a teacher. Why don't you come in and let me show you a little bit around our studio. So happy to be able to give you this tour today. This is one of our favorite places on the whole island, Hot Yoga on the Island in the Home Depot Shopping Plaza in Merritt Island, Florida. Now when you come in, just a few things that you can expect is a smiling, happy face behind the desk. Of course, you won't be able to see your smiling face because all of our instructors and staff are asked to wear masks during the open times in our studio. So anytime a student is in the room, we make sure that we are masked and secure and safe for you. Now, you might ask yourself, why would I choose Hot Yoga on the Island over any style of yoga? Well, that's an easy answer for me. Specifically because Hot Yoga, the style we do, which is 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises, has scientific method behind it to support what the therapeutic value is of this practice. Now, there was a study done, so we have some extensive information here listing all the benefits and some of the main reasons why people do hot yoga, but the most important reason why is it makes you feel good, it gets your body stronger, it helps to create supple, strong muscles with great mobility. Now, come on a little bit further and I'll show you more into our studio. So you'd like to know what to expect when you walk in the room. Not only are you going to have a nice smiling happy staff member to visit you, they're also going to make sure that you have all the supplies you need to make sure you have a successful class. What can I bring to Hot Yoga on the Island? It's pretty simple. A yoga mat, a bottle of water, and your smiling happy face. Just the will to come in and try. We know that not everybody is built the same. So our staff, our instructors who are very well trained, they've spent over 9 weeks of a full intensive training learning this yoga style. On top of that, they've been teaching for years. I myself have been teaching for 10 years. I know we have many other teachers here that offer over 12, 20 years of instructing background. Now, if I may direct the camera back to our front desk staff, this is Suzanne Elliott. You guys might know her from around town or at your chamber meetings. She's here, she's the owner of the studio and a 20-plus year veteran instructor, very talented. All right, so if you don't have the supplies you need to make your class successful, we offer a few options. We have a rental mat available to give you, especially when you're first class visiting us for your first time, we'll offer you that rental mat. Now, if you like it so much, we do offer it in our retail wall here. These are hot yoga mats. They're very different from your traditional rubber yoga mat. And I'll tell you, it's my favorite thing. Goes farther than a yoga room. I've taken this to the beach or even the poolside with me. But what makes this special gear so special is that you have the ability to wash it, dry it, thus sanitizing it in between each class. we have found that rubber yoga mats tend to hold the most bacteria of all the supplies in gyms and yoga studios. Now let me show you the best part of the studio. This is where the magic happens. This is our hot yoga room. This is 1,500 square feet of temperature controlled heat, light, and Gucci yoga. Come on in. All right, so what you have here is a 1,500 square foot space. We have regulated heating. Some might say it's too hot in here, but I can assure you this is a regulated heat. We have multiple thermometers throughout the studio. We also feature in our ceilings here an industrial size dehumidifier. Now, why this dehumidifier is important is, one, we live in Florida and we know how humid it's gonna get, but it also sucks the air out of the room and then runs that air through a UV light. That sanitizes the air before it's filtered back in the studio, and we keep this running throughout the class. That controls the temperature and it also sanitizes the air. Now, the method in which we use the heat, we offer radiant tiles. So there's tiles above that's going to drop heat down. Now, another great feature we have in the room in this far corner is our infrared heating system. Now, that radiates heat out, we radiate heat down, and then we regulate it through fans and a dehumidifier. So you can be certain your instructor is always going to be watching to make sure that you're as comfortable as possible while still maintaining the regulations for heat management in the room. Know that when you're doing your yoga style, your instructors are never doing the yoga with you. They're here to watch you as you perform your yoga postures. That way we can ensure you're doing them safely and you don't have any special needs. All right, so we're gonna close up this room so that it get nice and hot for the next yoga class to come, and I'll show you a little bit more around our studio. Now, after a nice sweaty class, you're definitely going to want to take a shower. So let me show you some of our shower facilities. Come with me. Now, we offer two different types of shower facilities. One, of course, is a men's room and a women's room, which is further down this hallway here. Now, with that, I'd like to thank you for letting me show you around our studio. Know that this is a great place to be, and all of our teachers are here. The instructors are willing and ready to teach you. So if you have any questions, make sure you give us a call at Hot Yoga on the Island. My name is Sharon. It was a privilege.
That was an awesome video, Sharon. And I believe you're here with us with Suzanne.
Sharon couldn't make it today. She had to teach classes and clean up the studio. So it's just Suzanne today. I would like to introduce myself. I am the director of Hot Yoga on the Island. We've been on the island for 15 plus years. Before that, I was a guidance counselor and coach at Meriden High School. So I really love being on the island and being able to help other people, being centrally located on the island, that we can reach out and help other people. So I usually ask people, what is the most important thing in your life? Number one, most important thing in your life is you. Without yourself, you can't take care of yourself. So we're here to help you with that. The number one thing that you can do is yoga to help manage the stress and the health and well-being of your body. So we encourage you to come to yoga and celebrate with us. Starting in January, on the 1st of January, it will be our 15th year anniversary. On that day, we will host 2 yoga classes, Yoga on the Ones. We will have an 11 o'clock a.m. class. That's a 90-minute class of the original hot yoga. And at 1 p.m., we will have a 1-hour version of the hot yoga. So you're invited to come to celebrate our anniversary on the 15th. For those of you that have never done the yoga before, we have a 2-week introduction, which means you can come in and do unlimited yoga for 2 weeks, any classes that you would like. We also offer classes on Zoom, and we have a virtual library for videos on demand, so you can work out at any time that you want. The 2-week intro is $49. For $49, you will receive the unlimited yoga classes. You will get your first yoga mat free, the mat that Sharon showed you on the video. That's a special hot yoga mat that catches lots of sweat. They're also great for the beach, great for your dogs, great for kids to play on because they're extra padded and they catch a lot of stuff, even great for the elderly to sit on. So we have those towels. We'll give you one of those for free to rent on the first class. And after that, we will also give you a 15% off coupon in case you would like to purchase one of those. And we also give you 2 buddy passes that you can bring 2 buddy passes, use those buddy passes with a friend that you would like to have come in with you and sweat it out and melt away the stress for 2021. We will also be partying all month in January. So during January, we party it up for that 15th year celebration. I think it's a big deal to have a business, and especially now, and especially in a time of the pandemic. So we're excited that we can still celebrate our opening 15 years ago and still being strong in the community. We will be having everything outdoors in tents, and we also host the Big Red Bus so that you can also give blood. But we encourage you to come in and do the hot yoga, work that crud out of your blood, and then go give your blood. And the Big Red Bus, it's International Blood Giving Month, the whole month of January. So we encourage you to come give blood. They really need that for the health situation that the country is in. So we encourage you to join us for that day. From 12 o'clock until 2 o'clock, we'll have our open house. We'll have some demonstrations outside. We'll let you come in for special tours if you want to come into the studio. And we'll have the Big Red Bus there from 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock. So you have plenty of time to give blood that day. We will also be celebrating a new business, a venture for our business, which is going to be the Hot Yoga Institute. We'll be training and helping people that want to be teachers or learn more about yoga. So we'll be starting those intensives in the summer, hoping that that time we can have a little bit more where we can come together in a community besides just virtual learning. So I wanted to invite you guys for our open house on January the 30th. That's the last Saturday in January. Come on over to the Home Depot parking lot. We'll be out in the parking lot, and there's great things there. We have great businesses in our community in the plaza, and they'll all be offering a coupon from the Bruno's Pizza to the Home Depot to the Workout Anytime. We have all of those in our business, in our plaza. So we're eager to work with them and partner with them, as well as everyone in the chamber. So we want to invite all of you guys, and thank you for being here today, to consider health as the #1 thing in your life, because it's the most important thing in your life to continue your life, to continue moving. So we want to encourage you guys to get hot and come and see us at Hot Yoga on the Island.
Yay.
That's awesome. Congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you.
Absolutely incredible. Great events coming up, great specials. And I will say, whoever is in my class next year, free entertainment, because I am probably the least flexible person on this entire virtual room and call. So
Same. Let's do it together.
well, awesome.
We just love that.
Yes, you have a lot of work with me. Well, we have 2 awesome giveaways from our friends at Hot Yoga, and we already drew them, but the first one is actually a 1-week pass valued at $39. And the winner of that is Jennifer Starcher. Jennifer, are you with us? Time for some.
Yes, I'm here. Oh my gosh. I was literally praying with my hands crossed. I would love to go and try out some hot yoga. That's awesome.
Yay!
Awesome.
I have it for you here in Merritt Island at the chamber. I've got your name on it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
And the next one is a 2-week intro pass valued at $49. And that one goes to Trina Gorsuch.
Yeah, she's lucky.
All right, Trina. Woohoo.
Congratulations. Enjoy your hot yoga.
Thank you.
You bet. And again, I hope I'm in your class to provide you some entertainment as well. Well, thank you
Thank
again,
you.
and appreciate it. All right, we're going to keep moving along. Our next segment sponsor is St. Francis Reflections Life Stage Care. Since 1977, they have served as Brevard's only independent, not-for-profit comfort care resource, helping patients and those they love during the most delicate times in their lives. Founded on the principle of neighbors helping neighbors, St. Francis Reflections Life Stage Care offers a diverse range of compassionate care services, including palliative care, hospice, and grief support for all ages. Joining us today is their Director of Community Relations, Mary Larson. Welcome, Mary. Are you there?
Hello, I'm here. Yes, thank you so much for having us today. This has been really uplifting to hear about these local community businesses and just finding out the different ways that you all support folks in our community. That mission is very important to St. Francis Reflections Life Stage Care. We were formerly St. Francis, or Hospice of St. Francis. And we recently went through a rebrand. And we have a message for you from our medical director, Dr. Lauren Loftus, who was hoping to be here live today, but got pulled away into patient care. But I would love for you to hear her message about how we care for people in our community and what our goals are in terms of positive life quality.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lauren Loftus. I am the Chief Medical Officer of St. Francis Reflections Life Stage Care. St. Francis is a community-based hospice and palliative care organization in Brevard County. It is our mission to reflect life, love, and compassion, and we take that mission seriously in every aspect of what we do each and every day. You might have noticed that we recently unveiled our new name, St. Francis Reflections Life Stage Care. We did this to more accurately reflect the broad spectrum of services that we offer our community. I am a board-certified hospice and palliative medicine physician, and this month is Hospice and Palliative Care Month. So I'd like to spread the word about the services we provide and the amazing team of dedicated professionals at St. Francis Reflections. Hospice and palliative care are designed to improve symptoms, to facilitate the highest possible quality of life for as long as possible. We see our patients as human beings with important life stories and take their individual needs and goals into consideration to tailor their care plans. The St. Francis team is a true multidisciplinary team. We do our best work when we can respect each patient's autonomy and experience out of a place of respect and dignity. Palliative care is a consultative service that serves patients who have a life-limiting chronic disease to assist with goals of care discussions, advanced care planning, and symptom management while they are undergoing treatment. We take the time to sit down and listen to our patients, to learn who they are and what is important to them. Oftentimes, patients can feel lost or adrift in the complex medical system and can feel that their identity is lost in the mix. We at St. Francis strive to bring that patient's identity back into focus, to give them the ability to direct their care. Hospice care is a multidisciplinary service for patients with a terminal diagnosis and 6 months or less life expectancy. Contrary to popular belief, studies have shown that patients often live longer with hospice services in place than they do without hospice services in place. Hospice truly is more about living rather than dying and making that remaining time meaningful and comfortable. St. Francis Reflections serves the entire 72-mile-long Brevard County here on the beautiful Space Coast of Florida. We provide palliative and hospice care to patients of all ages in their homes, in nursing homes, both assisted and skilled, in hospitals, and in our own inpatient care facility in Titusville. We have a dedicated pediatric palliative care program. Our bereavement team has programs available to anyone in the county that needs bereavement support. Our organization finds value in integration with our community partners and strives to honor veterans, having achieved Level 5 We Honor Veterans certification. Hospice is my life's calling as a physician. I am blessed every day to get to work with the team at St. Francis Reflections. I really do get to go to work with superheroes every day, And together, we can bring light and love into the lives of our patients and their families. We are here to serve our community by providing the highest possible level of care for patients with serious, life-limiting diseases. Please join me in celebrating our staff at St. Francis during Hospice and Palliative Care Month. Thank you for sharing a few moments with me to learn about what hospice is all about.
Awesome. So I just wanted to say a few words. I know we're running over time right now, so I'll keep it brief. But thank you for listening to the message from Dr. Loftus. We want to share with you all that during this time of COVID, we have continued to care for all of our patients and their families. And we have also cared for many patients who have been diagnosed with COVID. Many times these patients experience for the first time the ability to have their loved ones at their side with them because we make that possible in spite of their COVID diagnosis. So we're very proud of that fact, and we want everyone to know we continue to take care of people, approximately 425 patients every single day who need our services. Something that might be useful to all of you during this time of COVID, which is very stressful. Wellness, as you all know, has to do with physical health, mental and emotional health, and stress relief, as Dr. John shared with us. We have some services that are free to the community that we want you to know about. Our grief support program is open to anybody in the county who has experienced a loss. We have Zoom groups, we have individual groups, and we provide these services for kids all the way up to adults. We can also come to your place of business via Zoom or in person to do a presentation on coping skills, resilience, grief, loss, and we would be happy to connect with you if that's something that you are interested in. The only other thing I wanted to say is thank you so much for your support of our organization. We do rely on the community for volunteers to help us carry out our mission. And we also rely on donations to our foundation. We're the only nonprofit independent care resource in Brevard County. And we have a mission of uplifting lives, uplifting each other, and uplifting our community. And we do rely on partners to do that. If there's anything we can do for any of you, whether it's someone to come and speak about medical care, hospice, palliative care, grief, loss, any topic like that, please reach out to us. We would be more than happy to help.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mary, for joining us today. And we're sorry she couldn't join us, but glad we have you, and we understand the importance of her job, that's for sure. So, well, awesome. Well, we have another awesome giveaway. And then we just have one more segment sponsor after that with one more giveaway, and then we're going to wrap this up. But this one is a $20 gift certificate generously donated by Space Coast CBD in Cape Canaveral. And we drew the winner for that, and it is Joe Rowlett. Joe, there he is. Awesome. Congrats, Joe.
I'll write your name on it. It'll be at the front desk in Merritt Island.
Thank you, guys. I'm actually heading up there this afternoon to drop off some presents. Are you going to be around?
Yay, perfect. We're open till 5.
I'll be up there. Thank you.
Perfect.
So
all right, and we're going to round it out with our last segment sponsor today, who is West Cocoa Pharmacy and Compounding. This local pharmacy has been serving Brevard County residents since 2012. Their pharmacists have 25 years of experience, and their friendly staff will treat you like family. At West Cocoa Pharmacy and Compounding, they are dedicated to providing their customers with services that are customized to meet their needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, they stand by ready to answer any and all of your questions. On top of their regular duties, they have taken on the added responsibility of COVID-19 testing as we continue to work through the pandemic. And we are actually going to go to a video, I believe, right, Jen?
Yes, so Dawn Butterfield is wonderful. She's with West Cocoa Pharmacy and Compounding, and she's actually testament of the time. She's actually so backed up with rapid testing for COVID-19 today that she could not join us in person. So big, huge thank you to what you're doing for our community right now as the pandemic continues to surge. And we're just going to go right to a video. She's going to explain everything in the video for you, and then we'll go to the giveaway and wrap up.
Hello, I'm Dawn Butterfield with West Cocoa Pharmacy and Compounding. I am the owner and pharmacist, one of the two pharmacists there, and I've been a pharmacist for 30 years, and I'm very proud to represent the healthcare community on this webinar. That's very important to all of us. And when I spoke to Darlene, she gave me basically any allowance of anything to discuss. And I said, what's really on everybody's mind is COVID. So let's talk about not just COVID, and we could go into the science of all the stuff, but let's talk about the real world of COVID and what that actually means to people and businesses. First thing, COVID in itself has been something the healthcare community has never seen. If you talk to doctors in hospitals and x-ray techs and pulmonologists, and everybody will say the same thing, this is bizarre to us, how this is manifesting in people's bodies. We're having to come up with ways to treat it, ventilate, not ventilate. There's just been a lot of things that they are, trialing by fire basically in COVID. So just remember that in our lifetime, our parents' lifetime, probably in our grandparents' lifetime, we have never been in what we call a pandemic, and certainly nothing like this. So just remember that when life is really hard right now, this is just nothing we've ever seen before. So first thing is testing. So testing has gotten better. Testing is more available. Rapid tests are available 10 or 15 minute, maybe 20-minute test. We have a 10-minute test at our pharmacy. Feel free to give us a call, get an appointment. We will test you. We don't have to ask a lot of questions. If you want to test, you get a test. We report that to the health department, what the positive or negative results were for a test. So a PCR test is a different kind of test that is supposedly more specific, but takes a couple days to come back. So from a business owner standpoint, and what we're finding for referrals is business owners want their staff to show up to work and know that they are not infecting other people. So we are getting a lot of referrals from business owners for their employees, and they're paying for that, by the way, for their employees to have the test done so they can come to work and with a negative test. And what we're finding out is we are getting a lot of negative tests, and it's mimicking flu-like symptoms or just basically the common cold. So testing is not an issue like it was before. The other thing with COVID is how to prevent COVID. Well, obviously, be as healthy as you can. So all of the vitamins that your doctors always told you to take, vitamin D, vitamin C, Correctin, which is, I won't go into the science on that, zinc lozenges, we can talk about that later, but there are some preventive supplements that you can take that I won't even talk about have they been studied, but I can tell you what people are taking and buying and purchasing. So, but the best prevention is to be the healthiest you can be, because people with quote unquote underlying conditions, and that encompasses a lot more than you think. If you've ever wanted to quit smoking, now's the time. If you ever want to lose weight, now's the time. If you're even 20 pounds over on your BMI, body mass index chart, you are considered overweight, and overweight people have done worse in COVID, and we don't know why that is. I know I was 20 up before COVID, and now I'm 40 up due to isolation and lack of exercise where I want to go. But that's something you certainly can do for prevention. And speaking of prevention, let's talk about masks. I'm wearing mine right now just to kind of show you. This is something that is a reality. I'll take it off now because I'm at home, but I just wanted to not forget there are anti-maskers and there are maskers, and there are people that are really passionate one way or another. From the healthcare professional standpoint, or anybody that's on the front lines and is for their job, okay, whether you're a Walmart cashier, a Publix cashier, or you're a pharmacist, doctor, x-ray tech, whatever, we don't have a choice. So we have to serve you as patients. So we, as a courtesy and as an expectation, we do wear a mask. And as a policy within our companies and organizations and businesses, we do wear a mask. It's just common courtesy. So at my pharmacy, people come and say, do I have to wear a mask? And I say, no, we're not the mask place. And we say we wear a mask as a courtesy to you. And we know we're coming in contact with a lot of people every day, and we just let it drop. We don't shame them. We don't encourage them. We don't, but masks are always $10.50 for 2 masks at our pharmacy is all I've got to say. So I would highly encourage the anti-maskers to kind of give it a thought. It's not that big of a deal because you can get pretty much everything delivered now. Our pharmacy will deliver anything to you, over the counter included. We'll deliver Christmas. We'll make up a Christmas basket for your entire family, and you don't have to leave your house. So when you are interacting with the general public or other people that you don't usually interact with, it's just a good idea. So the vaccine, that's what everybody really wants to talk about. So phase 1 of the vaccine, we are not going to see, I say we, like the majority of us, supposedly and there really is no hard, fast answers on this, but the first set of the vaccine will go to people in nursing homes. Interestingly enough, there was a no bid contract and 2 pharmacy chains won that. And I won't say who they are, but you know who the biggest pharmacy chains are. And they can't staff up enough. So there's going to be logistical problems with phase 1 of the vaccine for that round of people. And that phase 1 also is going to be the Pfizer drug, which requires a very low temperature with specific freezers that can handle that temperature. So that's going to be an issue. The next round is, I believe, probably everybody. And the vaccine, I'm going to be very upfront and honest, is going to hurt. And here's how the government is reimbursing providers who do the vaccine. They are doubly reimbursing us on the second vaccine, if that tells you something. It hurts so bad or people have a bad experience with it, they do not want to show up for the second shot. And we are getting reports from people who were part of the trials that after the second shot, really, they were pretty down for the count for half a week. So that's a reality. That's something that business owners need to think about. I certainly hope we don't go down the path of making your employees get the vaccine. I don't think that that's something that we're ready to do. I certainly don't hope that's a public policy and government employees even. So, but that's my opinion. That's something you all may want to think about. The bigger issue, in my opinion, what I'm seeing as a reality of COVID is a complete mental health breakdown that we are seeing in our society. Never have I ever seen the amount of antidepressants, tranquilizers, people that are just calling for referrals for just need to see somebody. There's all of this social isolation and the disruption of our normal lives that we're used to in America has taken its toll on people. So I want to implore anybody out there that, this is just really getting to you. Please seek help. Call our pharmacy. We will get you a referral to somebody. We will talk to you. You are not alone. I would say 50% probably of our patients now, if they weren't already before, on some kind of antidepressant or an anti-anxiety pill or on it. So we've had people never on antidepressants before that are, and it's a reality, and we're seeing just a lot of negative implications of the social isolation, and with the kids, it's bad. So for parents, hang in there and, seek help for your kids and counseling. And the more that we can do as a culture to try and socially isolate, yet still try and interact, the better off we are. I want to make that a big deal because people are afraid to reach out because they think that there is a stigma. There's no stigma at all. The only stigma is if it's not even a stigma. The only shame or bad thing that would happen is if you didn't seek out for help. So you're all welcome to call my pharmacy, 321-305-6909. We will get you a referral to any person on that or anything related to COVID. Feel free to give us a call. And you can always email us at cocopharmacy@gmail.com. Thank you very much.
That was awesome. I feel like she was with us, even though she wasn't. We know she's very, very busy with the testing, and we thank her everything that they're doing there at that pharmacy. So yes. So our final giveaway is actually a gift card from Merle Norman. It's an essential facial, and we have drawn the winner, and it is Diane George.
Yay, great winner. I'll write your name on it.
Awesome. Congratulations, Diane. Well, that completes our program today. I want to thank everyone for joining us for around the 60-ish minutes before I go back to Jen. And I just want to say, we're going into 2021. We're going to never look back at 2020, and make sure you're healthy, your family's healthy. And thank you to all the businesses that spoke today and shared with us their services. They're all awesome and ways to make sure that you are healthy and safe. So thanks again, and back to you, Jen.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of your help. I'm going to get us to our last slide here so you can see everyone that participated and as I talk about them. So thank you, Rob, first of all. I keep conning you into this, and I think I've swindled you into another year of 2021, and we're going to have a great lineup of different themes. So thank you very much for being our host with the most. And to FPL, of course, our series sponsor who allows us to do this for another year. We want to thank FPL very much for all you do. Our edition sponsor, Sidecar Health. And of course, our segment sponsors. You just heard from every single one of them, and they're on your screen. We really appreciate you. Congratulations to all the winners of the giveaways. Please make sure you come. They will be here by tomorrow at our Merritt Island office. Come before the holidays. We're open until December 23rd at noon. So we will see you here. Official date and topic are forthcoming for the next installment of Around the Space Coast, but it is going to be likely the third week of January. So stay tuned the first week of January to your inboxes for more information on that. And with that, I hope everyone has a safe, emphasis on healthy holiday season, a happy new year, and we will see you back for more chamber events and fun in 2021. We will be doing most of our events, if not all of them, hybrid, so you'll be able to join us in person or on Zoom and hopefully feel like you're really there in the room with us. So stay safe. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you next time. Okay, you can stop recording. Cheryl.